First News at 5.
Good evening, I'm Holly Bounds.
And I'm Andrew Davis. Thanks so much for sticking with us through some Olympic coverage.
This is News 3 on your side at 5:30.
Good evening, I'm Andrew Davis.
And I'm Tina Shaw. Thank you for joining us. Liberty County schools are back in session, but some parents say the district's new visitation policy is a fail.
One parent even contacted News 3 to ask us to look into the situation. The new policy only lets parents visit their child at school twice a year. Talking about credit card debt, well, how much do you have? According to a new analysis, it's probably more this year than last. A man accused of shooting his 5-year-old son has turned himself into police. Adding sand to a beach may sound like a waste, but Tybee leaders say beach renourishment is an important process to help protect the island. 5 people home when a fire broke out are now looking for a new place to live. Firefighters battled the blaze about 1:30 today in the 2200 block of Bowling Street. A massive tree limb falls in an unsuspecting car as it drives down B Road. Firefighters rush to a woman's aid, and she's trapped inside that crushed car. It truly was an incredible scene and a devastating day for Shantae Green, who lost her leg that day. Now, more than 2 years later, she's still battling the city in a lawsuit and looking for damages. The latest twist just today.
Maybe one reason why it decided to turn itself in.
He wanted to be found.
I just love it, that press conference, that cop is so serious.
Yes,
this is not funny business to him.
Did he give you any resistance? It's a bird, really. So
Animal Control does not have any leads on the owner just yet, but the bird is staying with a foster family for now.
They have gotten quite a few calls about people willing to adopt it if the owner isn't found. And yes, just for Lonnie, it's no stool pigeon because it wouldn't talk to the police. Lawmakers on Capitol Hill found a way to put their differences on health care aside and passed a massive $120 billion bill. Big story. Health officials issued a recommendation today that calls for all baby boomers to be tested for hepatitis C. Here's the breakdown now.
Something I always had to have were these lead pencils, the clicking ones, you know.
Yeah.
So complicated. You had to buy the lead, you had to buy the pencil, but had to have.
I always hated the back to school day because mom would just drag you out there and you'd buy everything you need for like the next 17 years all in one day pretty much. So.
Well, because of all the math classes, I always had to have one of those graphing calculators, which of course, with all the math that we had, it actually became your worst enemy
I was
by the end of
protractor, I think, level compared to graphing calculators.
I phase all of that stuff out of my life right now.
We've all heard how having a pet can be good for your health. They calm you down, lower your blood pressure, and just make you feel good.
See another storm system over the weekend that could bring numerous showers and thunderstorms.
Well, north versus the south, I feel like I've heard that somewhere before. I don't know
I was
where.
trying to explain. You have one coming from the south, one coming from the north, and when they combine, it's not pretty.
You said it. All right.
Yeah. Okay.
Thank you, Chris.
But there's growing concern about the impact of good bacteria. Now, one doctor is pointing the finger at antibiotics and its connection to one of the biggest problems plaguing America, obesity in children.
Well, we have some good traffic news to report to you right now.
Rare occasion right now. So 516 back open. There was a big accident there earlier which closed everything down. So good news for everybody trying to get down 516.
That's right.
Incredible, though, he survived. Well, that guy had a lot of wishes. But if you're running low, you better stock up while you still can. That's because eBay is banning the sale of magic services as part of their new policy.
That means you cannot buy blessings, you cannot purchase prayers, and you cannot spend your money on spells, at least not on eBay. eBay says it's trying to build trust in the marketplace. Psychic readings and healing sessions are among the categories being shut down. But you know, you can't blame a person for trying to make a buck.
What am I going to do with all my extra money now?
I don't know. I'm sure.
Man,
Some wild stuff these people do. All right, we have more news ahead, everybody.
Here's Russ with a preview.